Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and what we're looking here today is a pretty mangy looking set of avocado stones or seeds, but the reason they're of particular interest to me is these are actually of the Mexicola variety, which is one of the allegedly more cold hardy Mexican varieties. What they've done is someone has kindly started germinating them, and in actual fact this would have had this other half here would have been attached to this, but it's come apart. So what I thought I've decided to do is, you can see this one's probably lost its top shoot, but it's got some smaller side shoots starting, and obviously it's got some roots on it, some of which are damaged, but some of them look quite healthy, to be honest. There's a very good chance that that this one will survive and take, and I'm going to get a multi-stemmed branch tree. There's another stone in here that's only half a stone, but as you can see, it appears to have, the embryo appears to be intact, and it's got these two little roots starting out the bottom. So I could have decided, I wasn't sure whether to try and put sticks in these and suspend this in water, as I often do with other avocados, or whether just to plant it straight in the soil. So I think what I'll probably do is plant it straight in the soil and see what happens. And there's also a third stone which has got a couple of roots out the bottom of it and out the sides. Again, not particularly healthy looking. The embryo, hard to see, looks like it might be all right. So I think with all of these, I'm going to put them in one pot and just cover them in a polythene bag and leave them on a windowsill and see what happens. I think that's the best course of action, and we just hope that at least one of them survives and carries on growing. But I think because of their sort of exposure to the air, I've kept them in damp tissue. It's probably just as well that if I put them in a polythene bag to try and keep the moisture on them. So I'm just going to move the camera up a little bit, and then we'll come back to the video and pop them in the top of a pot and see what happens. So because they're sort of seedlings with roots on already, I've decided not to go too radical on the potting mix. So rather than using the completely inorganic one, what I've got is a mixture of perlite and sort of a well-drained potting compost and some bark, just to see what happens. So what I'm going to try and do is gently, it's a very light soil, so there shouldn't be any real damage to them. What I'm going to try and do is gently semi-cover this one here and just push it down a little bit, because I don't want to damage the roots if possible. The stone here that has started to germinate, I'm going to cover that, I'm going to put that down about as I normally would with an avocado, just put it down partially under the soil like that. I'm going to put all three in the same pot because I'm not too sure they'll survive. And this third one that's just started to root, I think I'll just pop that in to just about that level as well. I wouldn't normally put three in a pot, but as I'm not too sure that they're going to survive. Now the date today, whoops, sorry about that, try and pick that up off the floor. Date today is the 20th of February. So I'm going to pop those in there, and I'm just going to give them a light watering of it because I just want them to be kept slightly damp. And as I said, I'll seal them in a bag just to increase the humidity so these new young shoots don't dry out too quickly. And then obviously I'm hoping, as that is Mexicola, that at least one of them will survive, and we'll be able to try them out outside in summer and see how they do. And I will, if they take, make sure I don't overwater them because I don't want root rot. And then later on, I'll transfer them to a really free draining compost. So I thought that might interest people who follow avocados. I'll give them a watering right now, and then seal them up and hopefully keep the fungus gnats off them. So thanks for watching the video. Please remember to give me a thumbs up. Obviously, you're welcome to share the video with anyone who might be interested. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and click on the bell if you would like to know about updates on these and my other plants. I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.